Our newest episode of the Swordcast Adventures plays Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Before we get started, we're gonna. I also wanted to mention before we get started that if you guys are new to the program and haven't watched all of our previous episodes, we do have a recap series going on our YouTube channel, so you can go ahead and check that out. We just have some short videos on there where we explain kind of what happened.
And here too, on Twitch.
Oh, they are on Twitch. Okay, cool. For some reason I thought they were just on our YouTube.
Nope.
Yeah, just a couple short, 10-minute videos. They kind of just fill you guys in on what happened on certain episodes, and you guys can go ahead and watch those if you don't feel like watching the other episodes. But, yeah, it's a good, easy, quick way to get filled in. Also, we're just going to go kind of go ahead and around the table and kind of reintroduce ourselves. If you guys notice, we also now have some more character info on our overlay, which can kind of get you guys better acquainted with our players and their characters and whatnot. So yeah, Kendra, you want to start?
Character introduction?
Yep.
I'm Kendra. My character's name is Sarmaya Nogakori, and she is a tiefling bard. She is a, I always forget to say it, Glossia tiefling from Morning Harmons, Homophoes. And she's wonderful. And we're level 2, so I haven't picked a bard in college yet.
There you go. Aaron, I play Brago Thunderfoot. I'm a dwarf barbarian, and yeah, I am a mall, wear a trench coat. It's good stuff.
Supposedly a good cook too.
Mm-hmm. Well,
aspiring.
Working on it.
My name's Matt, and I play Savian Stormwind. And I am a rogue.
Tripper extraordinaire.
I do love to trip people who are
Gown Ripper.
Gown Ripper. That is that's my Tolkien name.
No, that's your grocery store name. You are the Gown Ripper.
The Gown Ripper. Oh my. Anyway.
Oh my.
Oh my. Yeah, I play Savian. He's a half elf. Not level 3, so I'm excited. Well, I'm excited.
But nobody knows.
But no one knows.
We'll get around to that later.
Yeah, down the line.
Right, Jess?
I'm Jess. My character is Cloudthune Zin. First name Zin, planet name Cloudthune. I am a dragonborn blood hunter. And I'm a blue dragonborn, so I shoot lightning, which is pretty cool. And yeah, got a flail, goggles on my head.
That stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff.
I forgot about the goggles.
Oh yeah.
Steampunky.
Hey.
I collect body parts.
Okay.
You're up.
I am. I am Maver Mute. I am kind of a rogue agent, and I'm also Roz Drakmore, the DM for the Swordcast. And I am a Aasimar sorcerer of unspecified variety. The mysterious man of action that all of you wish for, but none of you knew.
We don't know the varietal, but
I'm sure we'll find out eventually.
Oh yes, don't you worry.
And then I am your DM. I am Justin Dixon. Everybody calls me Dix. And everybody here, except for Kendra, is also all part of the Swordcast Adventures.
Oh.
But
I'm part of Natural One Fumble, which hasn't started yet. But
I mean, doing this,
plus, I
unofficial member.
I mean,
Help you guys with
he's
everything.
pretty much a member of the Swordcast.
definitely.
but if you hear me randomly switch over to an elfish accent, that's
Uh-huh. Yeah.
fine. And I don't mean to.
Which has already happened once or twice.
sound a little elvish today, Brago.
Yeah, that's when he's feeling particularly feisty.
Alright, so unless anybody else has anything that they want to mention out there?
Oh, I have one thing. If you like dice, there is a gigantic sale going on at KrakenDice.com
That is true.
right now. I am doing this for no compensation whatsoever.
Hashtag not spawn.
Just my love for Kraken Dice. And they've got like a huge sale going on for 48 hours. Go check it out. I love them.
Their dice are awesome. They make great products.
My wife loves them. No.
Hashtag sponsor us?
I will not say that phrase.
Say it.
I don't,
Let's start
Doc,
again.
you don't have to. I'm from the shell.
But we want them to. You're
Anyways.
let your imagination fill in the blank.
All right, so last time we left off, you guys had just gotten to take a tour of your new property that you guys gained control of in Troll Skull Alley
Hell yeah.
in the North Ward. When we left off, you guys were just getting ready to leave to head to your meeting with the magistrate that was to oversee the transfer of the deed into your guys' possession, or ownership, I should say. You guys made your way to the Castle Ward, to a courthouse that Volo was taking you to. Along the way, you guys got another small education lesson on the city of Waterdeep and some more statues and other sights to see. You guys then made it to the courthouse and had your meeting with a tiefling woman who definitely seemed like she had other things she wanted to be doing. But you guys got it taken care of. Volo paid for your guys' fee with the gold that Renaer had given him the night before. You guys then did that and decided to go have a celebratory drink and headed back to the yawning portal with Volo and Renaer in tow. They joined you guys for a round. You guys had some light conversation and then decided to part ways as you guys had different things to do. Mavrum joined Sarmea and Brago as they decided they were going to go do a quick shopping trip and then start to go grab some things from their places. At which point you guys went to a bakery, got some pastries.
Yeah, I forgot something. They were so good, though.
And then, while carrying a bottle of alcohol through the streets, you guys got a little intoxicated and kind of, following Sarmea's lead, got a little lost and ended up in the marketplace instead of the shop you guys were trying to get to. But after realizing where you guys were easily able to find your way to where you needed to go, which was Philanthers, Filters, and Components, to go see Lespira, Sarmea's older sister, who didn't have money to get the things that she was going there for.
But my
Unbeknownst
DM
to-
is amazing.
I wouldn't say
You,
that.
yeah.
But
I would not have given
it,
that to you.
it helps to date the
Not-
DM.
Not in 100 years would I have
Well, let's
given
not
that to you.
go that far.
That's just calling down thunder kind of
Yeah.
shit right there.
Anyways, after some light chastising from Lespira, you guys made your way to Brago's apartment, where you guys borrowed a cart and filled it with some of Brago's belongings, and then headed to Sarmea's place to do the same. But upon getting there, she received some more chastising from her father about the situation she's been in and the fact that she didn't bring any money home. In fact, lost all of her money to her sister because of her...
And the deed to the house, which I have.
Yep. And so you guys loaded some Sarmea's stuff up, including her bed, and started making your way back towards the house. While they were doing that, Saving and Zin went to go pay a visit to a known contact that Saving has access to through his employer. You guys ended up at a shop called Weird Bottles Concoctions, where you met the owner and proprietor, Schemo Weird Bottle, gnomish gentleman with a knack for the arcane. After making your allegiances to the organization known, the shop was closed down so you guys could have a rather private conversation in which some information was shared about the previous evening's events and what had transpired. And you asked him to help identify a couple of things that you found that you thought might have a magical nature to them. You ended up finding out more about these items. Some of them didn't find out so much, like your necklace.
I
You found a little bit.
Enough.
But also the stone that you guys found when the Illithid opened the portal. You then finished with your business, decided to head out and start to head towards the dock wards to pay a visit to another contact.
we stopped at the spouting fish on our way.
Oh, that is correct. You did stop the spouting
And,
fish and had a drink.
yeah.
It was just a
I would
silly
like to
day.
pick up there.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
When our time comes.
That's about what happened.
I've got no more money. I
Um,
can't go shopping.
Right? We don't need furniture, guys.
We've got a
Just what
cart
we've
full.
got.
We've got a cart full
Yeah.
of some
I have a bed.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's where we left off. So we will pick up with Saving and Zen at the Spouting Fish. So you guys are sitting there at a table, the two of you having a drink. You guys can pick up where you left off your conversation.
Is young Arczir around?
Roll a perception check.
Yes. Young Arcus.
Let the corruption begin.
My UND? Oh, not great.
Ha!
Uh-oh.
Zan, do you see that Arczir kid anywhere around here? He said as he rolled,
I don't know. Let
he
me
rolled a
check.
7.
A perception, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
13?
13. You don't see him around, but from the time of day it is compared to when you guys saw him
Mm-hmm.
the previous day, you could assume that he would be there normally like later in the day.
Oh, okay.
Well, should we head to the moneylender?
I don't see why not. I slam whatever drink I have left.
Yep. Those
What was her name
saving?
again?
Istrid Horn.
And yeah, so you guys get up and head out. You guys step outside. Snow still continues to fall. It's not like whipping at your face or anything like that. It's just a light dusting kind of covering the streets. Yeah, and you guys head towards the dockwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. As you guys get to the dockwards, roll perception checks to start looking for this building that you don't know
6.
where it's located. 6.
Yep.
14.
14. It takes a little bit. You don't find it right away, but eventually you pass by a warehouse that kind of seems to sit kind of by itself. There's not like the buildings don't come in and like crouch around it and like touch its sides. It's got a good wide area around it. You actually notice, Savian, that the layout kind of looks a little bit similar to the warehouse that you guys were in on Candle Lane.
Ooh.
But instead of it being all closed off, you see that there's no fence around the courtyard outside. You just kind of see like some large crates and shipping containers stacked outside. But then you notice 2 people standing at the doorway. 2 larger, bulkier fellows. You notice one of them is kind of standing there with his arms just kind of like crossed in front of him, and you see atop one of his forearms that same tattoo that you
Are they human?
see. They are.
Approach. Good day, gentlemen.
And I'd be like hanging like right behind Savian unless he gave me like instruction otherwise to like not.
State your business.
Here to see Istrid Horn about money lending.
Straight to the point. And what business do you have seeking her out?
Oh, I thought this was an employee benefit, and I'll flash my badge of station
Let's see.
discreetly.
One moment. And you see one of them turn around and disappear through the front door.
Before I depart, we'll say her too.
He nods. Walks in. He's gone for a few minutes before he comes back and just pushes the door open. Come in.
Stroll in.
And as you guys walk inside, you see, like I said, the building's got that kind of similar like L-shaped layout, but you notice as soon as you walk in, it's not nearly as cluttered as the other one was. It's a lot cleaner. Instead of there just being boxes and crates everywhere, there's kind of shelving for everything, and everything seems to be in a nice place. And then as you kind of look around that corner, you see there's a few desks set out where you notice a couple of of other figures, humans. There's a couple half elves, kind of standing over different tables, kind of like looking at stuff, at like these large papers that are laid out. And then the gentleman takes you and brings you to a set of stairs that goes up to a second floor. And once he gets up to the top, he knocks on the door, and you hear a voice. Yeah, come in. And he just holds the door open and ushers for the two of you to head inside.
Yeah, we follow.
Sitting inside, there is a kind of plain wooden desk in the center of the room, and you see to both the left and right sides of the room are two more figures, just kind of standing guard. You see short swords on their sides, and then you see a dwarven woman kind of kicked back with her legs up on the desk, just kind of staring back at you all. And she kind of looks like this.
Nice.
So that everybody can see it. That's
You said dwarven?
Istrid. She's dwarven, yes. And you see resting on the ground, kind of propped up against the desk to her right, is this heavy-looking carved hammer. And she just kind of stares back at you all. So, what can I do for you?
Well, I am Savian Stormwind. I arrived recently from Darkhold. I just made the rank of Wolf. And this is
I see.
Balthun Zin,
Took out my head.
a dragonborn warrior of some great strength, and has proven herself a worthy ally, and is now a member of the network.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, what is this? We're needing money?
Yes, we just procured a place, and we would like to open a business, and we need furnishings.
You see her eyes kind of widen a little bit. A business.
Yes,
What kind of business are you looking to open?
it's a tavern.
A tavern.
Yes,
And where is this tavern located?
the North Ward. Correct.
You see her eyes go kind of a bit wider. In the Northwood, huh?
Aye,
Well,
we had to go through a bit of trouble to get it, but it was seems to be a worthwhile reward for a deed well done.
that is a good way to come about it, I guess. What do you plan on doing with this tavern?
Selling booze, food.
Tavern, just tavern.
Anything special? How do you propose to draw people in and make a profit? You must have some sort of plan.
Somebody was just so glad she was here.
She does. But she's not. Well, there's talk of entertainment, perhaps via stage. I don't know the gambling rules here in Waterdeep, but maybe some games of chance, perhaps. We can discuss terms, perhaps. The network can take a cut of the house in repayment, or some other similar situation.
Well, that is quite an offer, and honestly, you've got the right mind. That's where I was going to be headed. So, tell me more about this property. What do you need to get going?
Well, first of all, we need to. So, Dungeon Master, refresh my memory. The first floor was fairly well trashed.
Yes.
Okay.
Like to the point where it would need like a lot of repairs, or just like we would need to like clean it up and replace furniture.
You definitely need to clean it up and replace furniture, but you did see that there's also like damage to some of the walls and stuff. So there
Okay.
are going to have to be repairs that are made.
Okay. And then upstairs.
You guys did not end up walking into the kitchen area at all.
Oh,
You guys
shit.
kind of hung out in that area and then went upstairs.
That's true.
You guys kind of like took a peek back and saw that there was an area back there, but you didn't like actually
that's true.
go back
Mhm.
there.
Okay.
Well, I think it's safe to say we'd probably
Well,
have to.
Knowing that, I think Sabian would say, well, I haven't done a full assessment, but I know the first floor is pretty trashed. But the upper floors seem mostly just vacant, if I recall. So, furnishings for 4 plus possible guests will be in order. We'll need to get
I see,
food
I
and
see.
ale, booze.
And do you have any contacts to do any of this?
Turns out the neighborhood around is somewhat rife with opportunities to purchase. We just need the dragons to do so.
I see. And tell me more of this property's location. Where in the North Ward?
I know, yeah. In the northwestern corner, I think. I'm very new to the city, but it's Troll Skull Alley is the name of the street.
Wait a minute. You didn't get Troll Skull Manor, did you?
Aye, we did.
Fucking Volo.
Zin does not laugh. Jess laughs.
Sabian cocks an eyebrow. Wolo, yes, he is the one that gave it to us.
I see, yes.
Did he purchase it from you?
He did not purchase it from us, no, but he has made use of our business slightly in his time after acquiring it, as he set himself a little short on cash.
I see. Well,
Well, that place definitely needs some work. You're not wrong about that.
aye. So,
All right. Well, what exactly are you looking for to get this started?
do I have any frame of reference as a character?
As a character, I mean, I'd say roll an intelligence check, I guess, to just kind of see if you know anything about repairs or anything like that.
Nope. 8.
You're not quite sure. You just think it's gonna be quite a bit.
2,000-3,000 gold, perhaps. I don't really know. I don't
Well-
have an eye for such things.
I'd say I can loan. I could give you up to 2,500 dragons. All in all, I haven't seen the inside of the place, but I'd say you're gonna need at least 1,000 to get the place spick and span. As for business relationships, if you are trying to start a business, that will require a little bit of expense as well. So, that being said, I can give you up to 2,500. But the amount you would like is up to you.
See. And,
That is with interest, of course.
yes, let's
How long do we have to
discuss
pay?
it. Yes. I'm,
You don't need a little voice on your shoulder?
I appreciate the voice. Hi. And what in terms of repayment? What do you ask of us?
I ask that I say there's for members of the organization, 5% interest to be paid on the total due. I require payments of at least 100 gold at the end of every 10 days. The first missed payment will add 10% to your total. The second missed payment, well, let's just hope you don't have to deal with that.
Well, I think you don't have to worry about us and missing payments, as we all are employed by the same organization. It's good to know the boundaries and what is going to happen. Is there anything that we can do to accelerate this process? Maybe favor or a bit of the debt knocked off? Not now necessarily, but maybe in the future.
That can be negotiated, I'm sure.
100 gold every 10 days, you say?
Correct.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? 1,000 dragons? 1,500?
I kind of want to do the whole shebang, but
Right.
what do you think, Zin?
I mean, we need a lot of work to
Does anybody know mending?
Not currently.
Nope.
Actually, I think Ebo does. But you're not there. Anyway.
I'm not there, and the pigeon on your shoulder says, "I don't."
An articulate pigeon.
It's impressive.
2,000.
I think
Okay. How about this? I'll give you the 2,000 on loan. That you will pay back. However, you will make your normal payments, as I said, but once the business has been opened and on its feet, the network will continue to give you, let's say, 50% of your promotional costs in exchange for 15% of your profit.
This is after the loan is paid off?
Also, if I'm doing this extra bit for you, we would like to set up a hold in the North Ward using this location as our hub for keeping an eye on things in that part of town.
How many people would that involve? And how often?
It would be discreet. It would mainly mean that I would like to have the go-ahead to hold a meeting or two in your location every now and again. Something private. A place for people to get together and share information.
I think that can be arranged.
I don't see why not.
Good. Well then.
There are others involved that are not of the network, just so you're aware.
That is fair. Do they know of your activities?
They, I would say, have a good idea. Just being in my vicinity.
Let's see. Well, if you are working with them, then you must know that they're not a threat to our organization.
Nothing that can't be eliminated if it becomes a problem.
Good. That's
We ate that fight.
good.
Sorry.
We that tight.
Yeah.
It's gonna draw a big.
Big target.
Yeah, right here. It's right here.
But I don't think it will come to that.
Good. Let's hope not. If they do prove troublesome, they will have to be dealt with.
Well, perhaps in time they might even want to join.
That could only do good for us. If they are worthy allies, as you say. Okay then. And you see her kind of snap her fingers, and one of the other guys in the room turns towards her, and she says, Go gather me 2,000 dragons. Bring it back. And you see him head out, and he's gone for, I'd say, probably about 5 minutes. And then comes back with a large leather bag. You can hear all sorts of metal clinking in it as it comes up the stairs and gets louder, and then he drops it on her desk. Loud clink. She kind of pushes it forward. So, this is your loan. As I said, do not miss your payments. And then she pulls out a drawer in her desk and grabs out another small pouch and drops it on the table. This is an extra 500. We need this business to seem as legitimate as possible if we are going to use it in this way. If you have any contact with any of the guild representatives demanding you join, I suggest you do so.
This is what fees and
Pay their guild
Alike.
fees. Only if you come under the eye of any of them, only do work with guild-approved craftsmen. This will keep them off our back. The guise of ex-adventurers taking over a bar can keep eyes off of us.
you got it. Guild approved craftsmen and women, craftspersons.
So, well then,
I put the sack of 2,000 gold, which I assume is probably more like several sacks, but put it into the bag of holding, and the extra 500.
well, good luck on your new business adventure. Hopefully it will be
Are we doing
prosperous
this
for the
in
both of
writing
us.
or spoken contract only?
No, we always get everything in writing. And then she pulls out a paper from her desk and kind of sets it out. You see her kind of fill in a couple of blanks and pushes it over to you.
All right.
Basically says that there's a blank for you to sign, basically saying that you are accepting this under loan from her and how much she is giving you. You notice that there's only the 2,000 written on it.
Got it. I sign my name, and then I draw another line under it, and I slide it over to Zim.
Did I sign?
Wonderful. Hopefully this will be prosperous for the both of us.
I intend for it to be that way.
Agreed.
Good. Either way, I will be getting my money, so...
It's true. When do you wish to start network activities in the location? After it is established?
Yes, I will let you get the repairs underway and get your goods and things you need, and then we will speak again.
So,
I will also be speaking to Davil and letting him know.
yes, that would be advised. He and I are already working. We are already working with him. And Smith.
Oh, is that so?
And Smith.
And scheming.
Yes.
Wow, you get around very fast for not knowing what part of town you're in.
Well, I'm sure you'll hear the story eventually, but things happened. And it wasn't pretty.
Let's see. I do hope it's a good tale.
Let's just say we are working off more than one day.
I see.
And I'll leave it at that.
Very interesting.
I'm sure Dad will fill you in.
I'm sure I will hear it soon enough.
Let's just say I intend to uphold the honor and story history of our organization. And I think Zim is very much on board with that.
For both of your sakes, I hope you do.
Oh, I agree.
Alright, is there anything else I can do for you?
I don't think so.
I think
Then get the fuck out.
so. Fair enough.
I like it.
A flash or a wink is
Jesus.
not a flirty wink.
Not a flirty wink, a business wink.
A business man. Job well done, man.
Thanks, boss.
You now
Wink.
hear a ghostly voice in your ear said, "I have met him."
And I can't hear it over the jangle of his coinage in my purse.
Don't worry, there will be 3 more spirits.
Oh, excellent.
Your sacrifice will never be forgotten.
That's fine.
Don't worry.
I guess.
Everyone out.
Alright, so what are you guys gonna do?
I say we go back to Troll Skull Manor.
Yeah.
And it's probably getting late, I think.
I'd say, yeah, it's definitely getting later in the afternoon now, because your guys' meeting was at High Sun, which was noon,
Yeah.
and then you guys went to Schimo's place, you guys were there for a while, and then had to walk all the way to the dock wards, and then had your meeting here. So I'd say it's probably, when you guys are leaving, probably about, I'd say like 4 o'clock.
I imagine the rest of the Truckle Fox have made their way back home.
Most likely.
Let's just make our way there.
We should stop at the yawning portal on our way back because I have paid for a pony cake already.
True, we did.
We're gonna have a little bit of problem fitting on the cart. Oh yeah, you got it. I know you got it. I ain't worried at all. I just like to watch you sweat.
Oh,
there you go.
In the snow.
Alright, so you guys head back out and leave the warehouse, and then we'll head back to these guys. So you guys have just loaded up your cart with Sarmea's belongings and are heading back to the yawning portal, it sounds like?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys make your way to the yawning portal, you get your keg. You've already paid for it,
We're
so
paid for it.
Darren has it waiting for you.
Ideally, I could like rearrange some things on the cart so that I could carry a lighter weight thing rather than like
Yeah,
if
sure
I
you
could
could
carry
do
a
that.
chair.
You
right?
probably have to like pull a bunch of stuff out and like get it
Yeah.
situated, but
rearrange
takes
a
you
little
a few
bit.
minutes, yeah.
Okay, and I'll put like a chair on my shoulder.
you guys
rather
are just
than a
picking
keg
that up
full
and
of
taking off and
liquid.
not doing anything else while you're there?
No, I'm
No?
Got
broke as
business
fuck.
there? Yeah, right? I literally have 0 money.
Yeah, no, I took it all.
How am I the actual richest person in this trio? I spent in the trio. It's just us. I'm not counting
definitely the
Mr.
richest-
Moneybag.
I'm definitely the richest person.
Excuse
in
me,
the
Scrooge
party.
McDuck. We're not talking about you yet.
I don't need a
die in
bed.
it.
I don't need a bed. I'm just gonna lie on this dragon.
Just wait.
Yeah, so you guys just head back to the manor?
No.
Yes.
Cool.
What
Yes,
is
you
the
guys.
closest functional tavern to the manor?
You did see a place called Froom's Brews.
Oh, okay. I thought that was more like a bottle shop, but
Oh.
it is a.
I mean, you guys have not been inside, but
Oh, okay, cool. We should have got it.
We should check out their business, see what we're up against.
Yeah.
D&D Business Edition.
But if they brew, then maybe we can collab.
As we're walking, I'm gonna kind of like nudge Sarmea in the shoulder and go, "Is your father always that intense?"
I mean, on days I don't give him money,
Is that a usual happening?
I normally come home with money.
Interesting.
And he quite gets into the holidays, so he's pretty lively around then.
That's
And jovial. And drunk.
good.
But jovial.
It was a very interesting interaction. I just wanted to check. Good to know. Nothing meant by it.
He's a pretty good dad.
That's good. Great. Glad to hear. I'd like to roll insight on that.
yeah, go for it.
Ha! That's a 12.
I mean, she seems a bit sheepish about it, but she seems to be telling the truth.
I'll believe it.
Yeah. So you guys do anything else along your way?
No, that's pretty much it for me.
Cool. So you guys, it takes you a while. You got a pretty decent trek to get from the south ward to the north ward. But you guys make it, and you guys make it back, and the other two don't seem to have been there yet. So yeah, you guys show up and you have the manor to yourselves for the moment, the three of you.
Sarmea immediately takes like the smallest thing out of the cart and it's hers, and is going to take it to the room that she wants.
Okay.
Which I can tell her which one
Yeah.
it is. It's this one, which is on the 3rd floor, that has its own private bath, a fireplace, and access to the terrace. It's not the master bedroom though, but it's this one.
That one.
Yeah.
All right.
We're all laying claim to these. You know?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say as we walk up, I'll start to grab something off the cart and just go. Figure if you guys just let me know where to put them all, I can help you get this all off.
Yeah, sure. Just here, grab this chair. I'm gonna grab my chest of things and give you a chair. I'm going to aim for where was it? Yeah, let's just go. I'll just go for that one.
Okay.
Second floor.
Which one you think?
Second floor bedroom. That one.
Word, you gotta go like all the way around when you walk up the stairs. You gotta go through the common room, the den.
Yeah.
Nice. You got private space.
Wait, is that? Oh, you do have to.
You have to you go up to
Yeah,
the
you have to
hall
go around.
all the way. Yeah, that's cool.
That's fine. That's
So you come up
Wait.
through here.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you still gotta go through
How do you
here
get-
and
how do you
here
get-
and there.
Yeah.
but
There's no doors.
there's a door. Oh, no, you're right.
Yep, you gotta go
You
through
can
the-
crawl
Staircase
through
goes
the-
up here. Yeah. then guys
You can
go
crawl
up.
through the fireplace if you want
if you wanted to.
from the spare room.
I mean, so dwarves have done
In
that
a
before.
pinch.
So
So yeah, I follow with the chair, and then I'll help both of them unpack the stuff.
Yeah, Sarmea's only going to carry her light stuff, and then she'll point to her bed. I'm not very strong. I'm really not. It's a fair assessment. And plus,
Can I
I did help
ask-
carry
Can
this
I
out
ask,
of the house.
wait, what, can I ask your mod first time?
-1.
Hey, me too.
nice.
Alright,
Oh gosh, Pack Warrior over here is just gonna shake his head at you guys.
Oh yeah, I'm frail. That's
Hey,
fine. I accept it.
who helped me carry it out of my house? Was it you?
We made it.
Okay, well, I mean, we can try. It's just 3 floors, you know?
Yes. 3 floors. What have you done?
It's the coolest room, and Sarmea is so excited. Sarmea's just like really spreading out her tiny little knickknacks everywhere. Like her food's on a random place on the floor, and like her pack and like her thing panels. It's just spread out so you can see everything.
I'm happy to help. I figure if we were able to get it down, it may take us a while, but we'll able to get it up, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna unpack my kitchen supplies.
Yeah, and really,
check out
it's
the kitchen.
the box frame kind of thing that it sits on is really what's the big
The
deal.
heaviest part.
Yeah, because the mattress and stuff you guys were able to just like pick up and fold in half.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
right.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's a little bit of helping, but
Are those actually there?
Yeah.
And just like overturned?
Yeah.
Nice.
A lot of them are like broken. But yeah, so other than like unpacking, like what do you guys
so I'm gonna.
do? You guys just start setting stuff up?
Yeah, I've got like I'm unpacking all my stuff, but I'm gonna grab my like kitchen supplies. You know, a couple of like a cast iron skillet and some ladles and spoons and things like that.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take them into the kitchen area and have a look around. What's in the kitchen, God?
A horror show, probably.
Just blood.
Oh my god,
So
right
much blood.
So
We wish
yeah,
there was
just there's just blood everywhere.
We wish.
Nobody knows what happened here.
How the ghost goes?
You walk in, and as soon as you like come around the corner, you can just see that there's just stuff thrown everywhere. You just like get the smell of like rotted food that hits your nostrils. You actually walk in and you see that there's just food like thrown everywhere. It looks like it's been smashed into the walls. It's all across the ground.
How recent is the like? Is it like is there like large clumps of mold on it, or is it fresher?
No, it's like black and gray and like
It used to
fuzzy
be
and
Used to be food.
yeah,
yeah.
kind of.
This is.
You can definitely see marks on the wall where something like exploded and then like slid down it, kind of deal.
Okay.
DM, is that a hatch to the like storage in the basement?
This is the hatch to the cellar.
So Brago, when you walk into the kitchen, is there someone just like sitting out, just asking them to you release them? And then if you look away, you turn back, and it's just like putrefaction.
Oh.
Swallow your soul. I swallow your soul.
On one side, you look to your left
That's
as you
what my
walk
brain
in. You see a large hearth on the western wall, but you see that one side of it has been kind of like smashed in, and the rock that made it has been like kind of scattered across the ground and like crumbled in pieces.
Okay. I'm gonna start to like sort out the things. I'm gonna go grab like.
we got 2,000.
I'm gonna go grab one of the like particularly broken looking chairs, and I'm gonna try to light a fire in the kitchen hearth.
In the kitchen hearth,
Wait,
Sure.
It's been smashed.
Yeah, that's
like
using it for
one
kindling.
side of it. Yeah, like so, like this wall
the hearth
side
is
of it
been
here.
smashed.
Yeah.
Oh. So it's.
I mean, it's basically just like this one side here.
Okay.
It's you can look in and you see that the chimney continues to go up. Like the chimney's not destroyed, but basically like that outer like housing of it that kind of like extends from the wall. One
It
side
still
is
like
smashed in.
contains a fire though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna still start a fire, and assuming that it lights, I'm gonna just like start throwing like broken but flammable objects into it, just like cleaning up the place a little bit.
Read my mind.
By this point, as we get here, like the box to your bed up there, Neighbor's just like.
So you definitely see that there's like some like crates that used to hold food and like things like that are also scattered about the kitchen that you're like easily able to pick up and throw in there if you
I'm
want.
gonna hold on to anything that looks like it is still somewhat useful, but if you know.
That table's definitely got like a broken leg on it, but I mean, you could try and fix it if you wanted to. For the most part, the boxes and crates are pretty broken.
Yeah, I mean.
You
Maybe
definitely
I'll
have
leave-
enough stuff to get a fire started.
Yeah. Well, it's not just about lighting the fire; it's also just about disposal of
Yeah.
things. So.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
But I mean, the hearth definitely isn't big enough for you to like throw a whole table into.
Fair enough.
You would have to like break it down a little bit.
I've got a house mall.
There you go.
Terminator.
The Verminator. Yeah, I mean, I'll bust up a table and just chuck it in there.
So while he's doing that, what are you guys doing?
After we finish taking my bed up, I will take the wheel of cheese that I have and head down to the kitchen.
Yeah, I'll follow that.
And as you head into the kitchen, you see Brago is in there, like you just hear a loud smashing as you guys are coming down the stairs, and you see that Brago's kind of got like a small flame going in the hearth out of these broken pieces of chairs, and then you just see him going ham on this table in the kitchen. And you walk in and you just get this stench of like rotten food, and you see like shit splattered all over the walls, and he's just going ham on this table with them all.
Oh, hey, nice to see you join me. Whack!
Sarmea is gonna look for a not disgusting place to put the cheese, like in the pantry somewhere, storage.
Brago,
That's
what are you
possible.
doing?
Roll a perception check.
I'm taking out the trash.
Oh.
I love it.
That was awesome. That
Uh,
should be your catchphrase.
Smash is gobbling with Maul.
Taking
Take
out
out
the
the
trash.
13.
13? You walk in and you are just kind of grossed out by the entire scene and are kind of distracted by how like chaotic and messy and stuff it is in here, and you can't really see a place that looks clean enough for you to put food down that you're gonna eat later.
I'm just gonna hold the cheese to me and just. Ew.
There is a big hearth in the tap room, right?
There is a hearth in the tap room. So Brago's here, like smashing on this table. We got Sarmea kind of like peeking in around the corner behind him.
I'm gonna let him take out the trash, and I'm gonna walk back. I want to find any pieces that are just like shattered pieces of wood.
Sure.
Chuck them into the hearth, and then firebolt in there and start a fire.
And you throw a couple pieces of like broken bar stools and stuff in there, and yeah, it lights right up.
And you just see him like just putting his hands out. Just
Yeah. So
Are there any like big broken windows that are gonna like be super drafty?
as far as windows go, you don't actually roll a perception check.
Deal. Not good. 5.
Not great. Are you actually gonna go like walk around?
No, just
Like from where you are in the kitchen.
casually observe. Yeah.
So from where you're at, you do see that there's a window right here next to you in the hearth. That window that you can see does not appear to be broken.
Sweet.
But from where you are in there, that's the only window you can see.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else
No,
in
I'm just gonna
particular in this exact moment?
No, I think I'll go once the fire in the kitchen is going, I'm gonna go to my chest of clothes and find like my nastiest shirt and start to like wipe down some surfaces.
All right.
Sarmea is just holding the cheese, looking around, thinking about how much she wants her mom.
All right.
I'm just gonna start to kind of fuck off and explore around. Just look through all the take a quick look into all the other rooms while those two are a little sidetracked.
Just like walking through the upstairs.
I'd like to see.
All right. So while you're doing that, let's go back to Zen and Sabian.
Got it.
You guys have left the dock warehouse. You guys are just heading back to the manor. Did you guys want to do anything along the way?
Yeah, because you said it's relatively late, right? So
Yeah, it's like
It's getting dark.
it's like 4
Okay.
o'clock.
Then there's no reason for us to
No.
I was gonna say maybe window shop for furniture and stuff on our way, but if it's already getting dark, there's no reason
Well,
why
I mean,
just
we could.
head back.
There is the place in Cold Skull Alley, I believe. What was it called now?
Which one?
The Bent Nail, a furnishing
Yeah.
store.
And if they're open, do you want to
Maybe.
stop in there?
Maybe we should see what everyone wants in terms of their furniture.
Yeah.
I don't know. You think we'll stay in the manor tonight? I mean, I don't have a bed there.
I mean, I'm fine just using my bedroll. Even if we stay there for
Sure.
now.
I don't have a
But,
I don't know.
We also kind of have a
Worst adventure.
standing reservation at the yawning portal, so either way.
A burglar's kit, right?
Steal yourself a bed then.
Buy myself a bed. Maybe we can stop in and see if it's open when we get
Yeah.
to the alley.
Yeah.
And
Check some prices.
yeah,
I'm not buying anything, but
let's not lollygag. We'll make our way there then.
agreed.
All right. Yeah. So it takes you guys a little bit since you're walking, but yeah, you guys make it back. You make it back, and you find you just hear this loud crashing of something coming from the kitchen area that you guys didn't go into before.
Is that place open for that now? As we pass by.
Oh, it seems to be.
Well, do you want to go inside?
Yeah, why not?
All right, we'll go inside.
Okay. Yeah. You walk in and you see again along that front window there's a couple things set up. There's that desk and chair that you saw being set up earlier. There's some small stools and stuff like that. You see long dinner tables, and then you see kind of walking around in one of the back corners is that older half elf that you saw that was in the window setting stuff up, and you see him kind of walking around leaning on a cane.
Hail, well met, sir.
Well, hello.
Are you the proprietor of this
I am.
establishment?
I am. Welcome. This is the Bent Nail. I create everything that you see here.
And as a character perceiving them, how does everything look?
As in,
Craftsmanship? Is it shoddy? Is it
roll a perception check.
fine detail?
I'd like to do that as well. Natural 20.
I got 15.
It's so fancy.
Yeah. She's got an eye for style. Eye for
Zin
style.
apparently knows everything about furniture.
Yeah.
Right. Everything you see looks of pretty good quality. It's definitely not shoddy.
Cool.
it looks like it's made of quality materials, and everything's like really nice and polished and like finished and just looks really sleek.
Yeah, your wares look very fine, sir. We just acquired the manor house down the alley. Troll Skull.
Troll Skull?
Yes. And
Why would you want that?
well, it's a business opportunity.
It is that if you can get it up and running again.
Oh,
It's
well,
been quite some time.
we have the means to do so, and I'll take one of the heavy sacks of gold out of the bag of holding, and I'll just set it on the counter. And I'll be like, and we aim to, stimulate the economy, as it were.
You see him kind of like perk up. Oh, well, you must need some furnishings then.
Oh,
I take
yes.
it that's why you're here?
Yes, I don't think there's a bed in the entire place, and there are 4 people living there. Going to be.
See. Well, new neighbors. What can I do for you?
Well,
If you are going to be around, may I introduce myself? My name is Talsovnar Fellbranch.
how do you spell that first name?
Talsovvanar. But you can call me Tally.
Bellbranch?
Fellbranch.
Well, Tally, my name is Sabian. Sabian Stormwind, and this is Plowthoon's Inn,
Good to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
my business partner.
Welcome. Well, what can I do to help welcome you into your new home?
Well, we want to purchase furnishings for our new place, but I don't see. Does he have like help around, or is it just him?
From what you see, it's just him.
I know it's quite late in the evening, but is it possible to get any furnishings moved in this eve?
What are you looking for?
Well, beds. Probably 3, 4 beds.
I mean, if you
Candles.
have some helping hands, then I don't see why you couldn't take some of my wares. But as you can see, I don't think I'm going to be much help carrying things a great distance.
No, I thought not. Is there like a bed or some bed frame or something sitting out that I could like gesture to and ask? Like,
Yeah,
how
you
much is
definitely
this
see a couple
fine
of them.
piece worth?
That one, let's see, I can sell you that one for 50 gold.
All right. Well,
I do also have some more simpler ones for about 30 if that tickles your fancy a little more.
yeah. Let's say 4 beds and you have candles or any sort of in the house. There's no like torch sconces or anything. It's all on the wall.
In the manor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely places, more of, not really sconces, but there's places to have, like, lamps hung up.
You get the little finger lamp, you put your finger through it and there's a candle that sticks up.
Yeah. Well, we'll need some lighting, I assume, and probably. I don't. Are there bathtubs in the manor? They're not depicted on the map, so I asked.
You, from what you saw, you did not see any that seemed usable, at least.
We'll also need some tubs for bathing.
Let's
And
see, of
I
course.
realize this may be not more than just this evening process, but maybe let's just start.
It does sound like you have a lot to do.
Let's just start with the 4 beds.
Okay, yes. As I said, 30 apiece, that would be 120 gold, but seeing as your new neighbors, I can give them all to you for 100.
All right. I will.
5, 3, 2, and 3.
parse out 100 dragons to the
Most
gentleman.
likely.
Absolutely.
We'll have to see if our compatriots are willing to help, but if not, we can come get them in the morning if we don't return this evening.
Okay, that sounds agreeable. Just to let you know, I will be closing soon.
Okay.
So,
We'll go find out what they're up to and return shortly.
delightful.
Or, if not, we'll see you in the morning.
Sounds good to me. I will be here for probably about another hour or so.
Okay. Alright. Head to Troll Skull Manor.
All right. Yeah. So since you guys stopped there, you guys walk in, and what are the lot of you doing? Mavrum's just kind of wandering around upstairs.
I found the best crate in the kitchen, and I've stacked my jar of rosemary, my jar of sage, and some of my kitchen tools on top of it.
Okay.
And the rest of it's been sort of, I'm like, using a little water to, and like my worst shirt to kind of try to clean off the walls a little bit.
Yeah, so you walk in and you see that the big hearth in the main tap room is now lit. There's
Sarmea has been hugging her cheese wheel and took it back upstairs to her room and is just doing any like light cleaning that her room might require.
yeah, so you walk in and you see this hearth alight, and that's it's now like getting towards dusk. Like the sun's starting to go down, things are starting to get dark, and this is the only light that's coming off in this room now. But it's big enough that it provides quite a bit of light for most of the tap room. But then you kind of hear some rustling around going on in the kitchen.
Oi, we're back!
About time. Where have you been?
Oh, running errands.
What kind of errands?
I was going to walk around and sort of take a peek over the countertop as they're coming in.
Come out here and we need to have a discussion, I think. A bit of a meeting. Talk about some things. Is the bar functional?
Like the actual bar top.
Yes.
From what you see, yeah.
Okay.
I operate
It's-
behind it.
There's definitely a couple like
No.
cracks and like chunks missing, but for the most part, it's all standing.
Okay. I go sit at the bar.
Chair breaks under you.
I ease into
do you
it.
sit at the bar, or do you like walk around?
I walk around. No, sorry.
Oh, like
that
here.
right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no. I walk around. Like,
You're face to face with me.
Like you're the barkeep.
Remember, I'm upstairs.
Yep. Sarmea's upstairs in her room.
are you behind the bar?
Maidroom is also
Brago?
just upstairs.
No, I came out
wandering
and came
around.
in. That's why I was like, we're face to face now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I came out.
Is there anything in the other rooms, like, minus everything kind of being, like, disheveled and broken? Do I find, like, I don't know, books, shelves, that kind of stuff?
You find some bookshelves, especially like in the library and study, but they don't have anything on them.
They're just,
They're kind of
empty.
the same state. They're there. They're standing, but like one or two shelves on one's broken, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So the two of you are in the tap room. Zin, you just are hanging out,
Yeah, I'd follow Sabian in.
and yeah,
Be
as
ready
of
for
now,
our
the
meeting.
three of you are.
I'm
In the
gonna
tap
call
room.
up the stairs. Is there a way to call up the stairs?
I mean, the stairs are right here. You can yell up them if you want.
But that looks like the outside walls. I'm very confused.
No, it's this. It's the stairs that go up to here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little weird the way they had the wall right there, but yeah, it's supposed to be a staircase going up.
Okay. Where are the rest of you lot? Sarmaya.
Can I hear from the third floor?
I'd say that Mavrum definitely heard because he's on the second floor. You roll a perception check.
13.
I'd say yeah, you were able to hear it. It was faint, but you just hear somebody calling, telling you guys to come downstairs.
Are the stools and stuff around the hearth in the common room also busted up?
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to chuck,
Chuck them into the fire.
because that one's a connected fireplace, right?
To
Yeah.
the den. Yeah.
Yeah. So that one. And then, as I hear Xavier called up, I'm just going to once again just like flick a firebolt in there and just like saunter down.
And the room kind of starts to shift with light as the fire takes hold.
So, what's this business that you speak of?
I'll go down.
Well, first
And then
of
you get it
all,
down.
if you
Where
want,
do you guys post up?
I
Just
think
around
I'll
the bar?
just right there. Perfect.
And then Brago, you're staying back here.
I
You're gonna go take a seat.
come sit down, friend.
You actually just pull out this crate. And
Yeah, sure. I'll pop a squat on the crate.
So, first order of business. We have beds if we want to get them.
I already have a bed. It's already here.
And you guys notice now that you all are all here that again that fireplace is like the only light. So you guys have light for where you are, but if once you like go into the kitchen, actually Brago lit a fire, so never mind. You guys are good.
We're good. We can see.
Yeah, you guys can see.
I shouldn't have to pay for a bed that I don't need.
Oh, you don't have to pay for one if you don't need one. But
I will take a bed.
there are 4 people here who still need beds, so
Were they expensive?
not much. About 100 for the 4.
100. I don't have much gold. Where?
That's okay. I'll just whip out this giant sack of money.
Whoa!
Yeah, he drops it on the counter. You just hear a lot of coin hit the countertop.
Sarmea, if she can, she's gonna open the bag and look in it.
I'll slap her hand.
Friend, you've been holding out on us.
How much money is in there?
About 1,900 dragons.
I've never seen that much money. I just want to look at it. Will you open it? I want to
Open
see
the
it.
sack and just, let the gold shine.
Sarmea's eyes go huge,
Oh, I'm sure.
and she's just looking, not really paying attention to anything else.
This is Troll Skull Manor in this bag. This is everything we want to make of this place. And Sabian gestures to the building around them. This is the money we're going to use to get it.
To make this place functional again.
I like it. Are there strings attached?
Of course there are strings attached.
What kind of strings?
Oh, we need to pay off 100 gold every 10 days to the moneylender.
Who's we? Is my name on this?
No, your name is not on this, but I thought we were in this together.
And
Yes.
we
Your
are.
name is on the
But
deed.
we are going to need to
That's
either
true.
attract some customers, or we're going to need some more employment then, aren't we?
I have a whole family that will help.
I think that we could staff this place by ourselves. Maybe hire a few more.
Like Arxir and Ebros, they can do a lot of stuff.
I was thinking of hiring your brothers.
And Ozzy can, like anything with fabric, Ozzy can do. My mom can be our tea supplier. She's really good at like cleaning our house too. And my dad does a lot of different stuff.
Well, I'll have to meet them, of course, and
Yeah.
we'll have to have approval of the group as a whole about who we hire and don't hire.
Lisphere is not great at like stuff involved in this.
Who's that?
My sister,
Oh, okay.
my only sister.
They don't get along all that well.
I see. Well, as I said, this is Troll Skull Manor. This is what we make of it, but we do owe it back. And so tomorrow, I thought that we might go about furnishing this place, but for tonight, I have purchased 4 beds. But we do need to go get them from the vet mail.
Well, I think I can be of assistance here, and I'll just like put down whatever I was holding and be like, let's go get those beds.
And then Savian opens this smaller bag and puts a very large bag inside of a smaller bag and throws it in it.
Pretty much.
And doesn't bat an eye. Yes, we should be on our way. Zin,
Yes.
can you help us move some beds?
Absolutely.
I'll grab the cart that's sitting out front.
To the
I
pipes.
did notice that.
Before you two walk away, Brago and Sabian roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Haunted bar!
Haunted bar! Ghost bar! No, 10.
14.
So Sabian doesn't notice it, but Brago, as you go to like head outside to go get the cart ready, as you step over the hatch to the cellar, you just kind of get this bitter, stinging smell that hits your nostrils.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh. Remind me to clean out whatever's down there when we get back.
Oh, what do you smell?
Oh, there was just something that smelled a little off from that hatch over there.
Interesting. We didn't go down there during the tour.
You guys saw the hatch, but none of you like physically went down there.
Aye. Let's go get these beds, and maybe we should take a peek down there.
There was a lot of rotten food up here, so it's probably just like some rotten food and maybe a vermin or two.
Totally, just that.
Absolutely. What? No.
Ew.
Optimistic right here. I'm feeling good. I've got some friends. we got some
Sabian's
money.
optimistic. Matt is, yeah, right.
Oh yeah, no, this is not. I'm bringing my mall to the basement.
Both of them.
Both of them.
You have malls for all occasions?
I do.
Did you notice
I've got a mall utility belt.
There you go. He actually just has one shaft that he can like to detach the heads on. And he's got a bunch of heads around his
Oh
neck.
my
a utility? It's the Utilimall.
Omni mall.
Next magic item.
Yeah, so we take the cart down to the bed
Well,
now.
first our man will say, do I have to help?
Only if you want
Okay.
to not be a
It's
lay-
good. It's
to be a
good for you, and
layabout.
I'll like squeeze your bicep.
Really weak. She's a little
But if you,
nervous.
but if you come with us, you might see something that you want to purchase tomorrow when we go shopping further.
No.
So
Like from my room.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
you've chosen a room, have you?
Yep.
Oh, we'll see. You better not be in my room.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you guys grab the cart and you walk over to the bent nail, and as you walk in, you see Tally kind of like packing some stuff up in the back corner, kind of near where you guys saw him. Ah, delightful! You guys are back
Yes.
again.
This is Brago and Samaya and Mavrum.
Hello.
Welcome all.
What's
are
your name?
you all going to be my new neighbors as well?
Yes.
This
Yes.
is Tally.
Hi,
Tally.
Tally.
Pleasure to meet you, Tally.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Probably not, but I'm happy to be a guest in their house.
I see. Well, so I was told you are picking up some beds.
Yes.
The thought
Yes.
had crossed my mind.
Yes, we have a cart outside, and we will, be just ready to move.
Wonderful. And he takes you over to a corner where there's a couple out on the floor. He says, you can grab the two of these first, and then there's a couple more in the back.
Just grab it and hoist it up above my head and walk out with it.
Oh, wow. And he like kind of rushes over and like grabs the door to hold it open for you.
Mm-hmm. Put it on the cart and I go back in for the next one.
Sarmea will just
And
like,
as you grab the
grab one.
he kind of like props the door open. So as you grab the second one, he like takes the rest of you and like through a small door in the back, and you see kind of just like a supply area where there's a bunch of like different kinds of wood and like woodworking tools and like all sorts of stuff like that. But then you also see a part of the room where there's a bunch of like not a bunch, but there's some like backstock of the stuff that he keeps like out front. And he kind of takes you over to a corner and points out two other the beds that you guys are able to take.
Do these come with mattresses?
They do. Yeah, he's got all the mattresses kind of like stacked up out front, already waiting.
Got it.
But you guys got to grab the frames and stuff.
Got it.
Yeah. Well, I would help Brago. Get
Yeah.
frames out.
Sweet.
Sabian
I'm pretty sure I could lift one.
Sabian would help.
Yeah, with a lot of you, you're able to do it with the split.
I'm just
I would
showing
say that if you're using the cart, you'd probably only be able to fit one, maybe two tops on the cart. So you would either have to make 2 trips, or somebody would have to carry the other ones to the manor.
Sabian
I mean,
will
what
help.
is it, like a couple
We're-
blocks
we're
or
getting
something?
Not even.
4.
Yeah,
Four,
it's like
yeah.
kind
So
of
we
four.
could put 2 on the cart.
So you guys
You
are
think we could
literally
stack the mattresses?
Just like
on the
you guys
Princess
are
and the
here.
Heathen,
The
like
shop is here.
Oh,
it's
that's
like-
so close.
100, 200 feet maybe.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah.
Yeah,
like
it's not
I'd be
far
more
at
than
all.
happy to carry a frame.
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you think we could fit 2 frames and then stack all 4 mattresses on the cart?
I mean, let's just take 2
I'd say,
trips. It's
yeah.
like
If we then
10
we each
minutes to
carried a
walk
frame.
there.
Mattresses
back.
then are pretty light. I mean, it's mostly like feather and stuff.
Yeah,
so you're
totally.
even able to like I said with Sarmea
So-
stuff, you're able to like fold it completely in half. you know?
Right.
I'd be happy to help push the cart. I'm not going to be very good lifting these frames.
I was gonna say you guys can get the 2 frames on there and just kind of stack the 4 mattresses on top, and really you just need somebody to hold the mattresses there as you guys walk along.
alright,
Yeah.
you do it.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys, he thanks you guys again for your business.
We'll be back tomorrow, I think.
Well, I will be here to assist you with anything that you all need. Please,
Excellent.
do not be shy. And yeah, so you guys are able to get everything to the manor in one trip. You guys all kind of like pull up out front and stop and are able to then load things into the house. What do you guys do with them?
Unload, take one up to my room.
Okay.
Unless
Which
somebody
is
has
The second floor bedroom.
second
that-
floor
that.
long hall.
Oh, that's right.
Sabian.
And then Sarmea already has her bed set up. So what are you
Fight you
doing?
about
Are you
this,
helping them?
I'll help, I'll help someone carry a mattress, or like whoever else is doing the weakling whole thing where we're just like,
That would be me.
yeah,
Not even because I don't want to, just because I can.
we're carrying a mattress together
Yeah.
to somewhere. I don't.
It's just
Just defeated about it.
you guys are like the stairs, and you're like trying to fit in. You're like, ah!
And there's exasperated sighs and like, just turn your core.
Yeah. Somebody trips over something.
What are you thinking there, Zan?
I mean, I don't need much. I'm fine with the small bedroom upstairs.
The
Yeah.
attic one?
This one?
I think Sabian would take the
So Sabian's claiming this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would
I'll
have
take-
the master bedroom with
And then
you.
I figure we should leave the spare room as a guest room.
Well, we have 4 beds, now 5 beds, so Mavram, if you care to stay the night, you can stay here in this
Yeah,
spare room.
we have a spare room with a bed in it.
That's very.
We have a spare. We do have a spare
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
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 we have
yeah.
5
Sarmea
beds,
brought
including
her own.
Sarmea's.
But I didn't know that. So about 4 beds.
Oh, it's great. No complaints.
That's
I
amazing.
mean, I thought the plan earlier was
Yeah,
I'd be happy
mine.
to.
Even the den could be.
Did you
made
say which
into
one
a
you're
bed.
claiming?
The
Attic.
the
The
attic.
attic.
Yeah,
Here, Mavram, I'll help you
Let's
set your
set
That
bed.
makes sense.
Sounds. Thank you, please. I
I'm into it.
definitely don't.
And look, the fireplace. We could even say hello at night.
Oh, well, that's.
Oh, my.
As Brago's like crouched down and like just kind of saying this through the fireplace. He's like halfway across the room, just like waving at
Gotta
you.
be, gotta be. Oh, that's amazing. Yes. I appreciate it very much, brother. Thank
Yes, of course. Wink.
you.
That was a flirty wink.
How could you tell?
You didn't spread your wings.
There's a twinkle in my wink.
After Sabian takes
A winkle.
after Sabian makes claim to the master bedroom, who's going to go down and get Brago and say, "So, what do you think about that basement? Smells a bit."
Oh yeah,
Off.
let's go. Let's grab that. Is there a broom or something around here? We'll probably need that.
Mavram, would you like to join us?
Certainly. Down to the base. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Let's all go down
also-
there together.
No, I'm good.
Now that Roz's actual composure is back up, Mavram definitely saw that link this time. And you see him smile at it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so you guys head down to the hatch, and how do you guys go about it?
You're
Somebody...
going to be the cook. I guess you should go down
Um,
first.
Alright.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna grab like a candle or something or a source of light.
As you pick up the candle, Mavram reaches out and grabs the phosphorescent moss and casts light cantrip on the candle.
There you go. Whoa, that's.
No need for actual flame, just in case you don't know what's happening.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I've heard tales of like mold or something. Anyways, I'm gonna grab the handle. I'm gonna grab the handle and pull on it. Does it open?
Cold mold?
It does open. You actually pull on it a little hard, thinking that it might be locked or something like that, and you just kind of whip it open, and the door like flies up and wham! And as it hits the floor on the other side behind it. The second that seal breaks, all three of you just get this invasion of smell of just rancid vinegar. Just stings your fucking nostrils.
Oh God! What is? And he kind of
Oh,
like takes
oh.
some of the robes he has around him, just
Yeah,
like
definitely.
covers his face.
I'm doing the same thing.
Oh, burns
Stick-
your eyes. Ah.
Put my nose in my t-shirt and like hold the glowing candle over the wax is glowing too. The whole thing is glowing. It's like a glow stick at an
It is
EDM
like a
concert.
glow- it is like a glow stick.
I hold it, and what do I see?
You see a staircase that goes down.
I think the booze has gone bad.
And you see-
gentlemen.
You see a wall, like right at the bottom, like about 10 feet in front of the bottom of the stairs. You see that to the right of it, it opens up into another area, but from standing up top, that's about all you can see.
I'm gonna grab the Verminator and the saddle.
Charlie work.
Marching order,
Follow Brago.
In the back.
and it's
Bringing
just the
up
three of you guys going down.
Yeah.
General
I do have Dwarven Dark Vision.
As opposed
It's-
to regular dark vision. I also have
It's 60
dwarven
feet,
dark
right?
vision.
Yeah,
I mean
uh-huh.
half elven dark vision.
Okay, I see stone better.
In the dark.
Yeah.
In the dark.
I'm better at low-level stone vision. Low light level.
As they're going down, not really knowing what to expect, you just see Mavram kind of like pulling up his sleeves a bit, just to give his hands a little bit more space.
Freedom.
Yeah. Possibly it's to get some work done. Possibly to shoot something
Is
with a spell.
does Sarmaya know that they were going down there? Like she heard that, right?
No. I went down to the second floor and I
Well,
just
she heard you guys talking about it earlier. Like when we left.
Yeah, when you guys were all sitting around the bar, you would have heard them mention that they were going to go down there later.
Side note, not D&D. Remember that basement wine we had back in Philly?
Oh yeah,
It
that's
just
always
reminds
basement
me
wine.
that we acquired by moving into a place.
Yeah,
I'm just
but
saying, it was
there just happened to be
terrifying.
it was like
It was
a cask.
a giant, like, plastic cask.
Of,
Oh,
of like
plastic.
of basement wine.
So you know it's quality.
Yeah.
As you guys go down the stairs, roll a dex check for me.
Dex.
Uh-oh.
Just raw decks.
Yep.
Hey.
So, if possible, Sarmaya wants to like go to like the opening of the hatch and just like station herself there.
creeper.
Yeah, so you were upstairs when they were all talking about it, so you kind of like just start, like you finish up in your room and you kind of wander down,
Mhm.
like, huh, I wonder where everybody is. And then you make it downstairs and you end up finding that hatch is flung open.
And
So
if I
you just
look
post
in,
up
can
there.
I see them
Probably see some
or hear
light.
them?
You would
Coming
definitely
out of
see
the-
some light, you would definitely be able to hear them.
Okay, and I'm just staying there.
So what'd you get?
A 4.
A 4.
Hey!
12.
12? So,
I mean, we're all doing
Not a
great.
dex saving throw, just dex check.
yeah, just dex
Okay.
check. So as you guys step down, Brago, you get about halfway down the stairs, and then you just feel your foot kind of like slip out from underneath you, and you just fall right on your ass and kind of slide down to the bottom. Sabian, you see this happen, and at the same time, you hear Mavram drop behind you,
God damn it.
and he kind of like hits into the back of your legs. But you're able to steady yourself and not go down too.
Okay.
But as you take your next step to go down, you notice that the stone on the stairs is just kind of slick with moisture. But then you guys get to the bottom, and Brago, you pick yourself up, and you look around. Roll a perception check for me.
Are we covered?
Everybody's
Are we covered in
This
this
guy's
moisture,
in
though?
dice jail.
You definitely you pick yourself up, and you can feel like a bit of
By
like
the
condensation
gods.
clinging to your
Oh.
clothes. Roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Mavram.
Got it.
7. I can't roll above a 10.
5.
Five,
That guy is
7.
in die jail.
I can't roll above
14.
14. So you guys notice that once you get to the ground, you look around and you see that this is like a normal ale and wine cellar. You see casks of different things kind of about the room, but you notice that a lot of them are broken and just kind of like in disarray. And then you notice Mavram, you guys don't notice this, but Mavram notices that there's this like just thin layer of mold that seems to cover the floor. Just this thin layer of like white, puffy, slick mold.
Would they know anything about it other than it just being mold that is accrued?
I'd say you could roll an investigation check.
Investigation? 7.
7. To you, it just looks like normal mold. The only thing that seems different is that there's a lot of it.
And I'm guessing that mold got on me.
A little bit from you
Yeah.
checking it, yeah.
So I will as I do that, it's like, oh, gents, be careful. There's a bit of mold around. Oh, God.
Oh, gross.
Also, as you're kind of like walking around this first room, you kind of like go and like move around one of these broken barrels that's in the corner, and then you notice in the corner where the stone walls meet, you see on the floor this kind of like cracked hole opening on the floor, and then you notice that underneath a couple of the barrels that you had moved seem to be like desiccated rat corpses.
Also,
Covered in mold, or
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
also covered in mold.
Yes.
Sarmea would like to do something.
Okay.
Sarmea is going to whisper and cast message to Brago and say, "Watch this." And then,
what?
and then she's going to cast minor illusion.
You guys just hear Brago say, "What?"
And then she's going to cast minor illusion to be like right in between all of them, like behind their backs there or whatever,
Like right here.
right there. And she's going to cast the image of like your classic, well, like kind of your classic ghost, but not like sheep, like D&D like clothing, and it's like rattling a chain, and which I can't make sound from, so I guess
So
it's
just-
just the image
All right.
of that. Oh, and of course I have to pull out a copper wire to send the message, and then do the fleece to
Mhm.
make the
I
illusion.
guess I look around because you just said watch this. So
And,
I'll turn around
and you start looking around, and then right in front of Sabian, as you turn to look at him, this just ghostly apparition of a person just holding up this set of chains is right in front of your face.
Do I observe? Can I tell that this is fake?
I believe you have to make a insight check, intelligence check.
I see it, though, right? It like appears in
Yeah, it is
between
intelligence.
us all, right?
Oh yeah, you all
I
see
would
it.
like to be like, huh, and throw a firebolt at it.
You don't make that.
What's your DC?
To you, it seems real.
13.
I swing my maul at it.
Yeah, I'm attacking too.
Non-natural 20.
Both of you roll attacks.
Sarmea is
Damn it.
giggling.
While they do the rolling for the record, I would say that I was like carrying my mattress upstairs, like to my room to kind of gauge if I can also get the frame up there by myself. So I was gonna come back downstairs. I'd probably arrive like a few minutes like after Sarmea would, since I was going all the way up.
Okay.
So like, I guess it'd probably be coming down around now.
17 to hit.
24.
Does 17 hit your AC?
Oh God. Of course it does.
Yeah. Does 24 hit your AC?
Yeah.
So Brago, as you turn around, you see this form just pop up in front of you, and you're like, oh shit, and you just automatically swing as you see Mavram kind of disappear in front of you as this apparition just appears, and you do the same thing. You just throw up a hand, and you see the Sabian's kind of like takes a step back, and your attacks just collide into each other. Roll damage.
4 points. 4 points of fire damage. God
I don't
help
like
me.
this less.
No, I'm not.
9 points of
Oh my God. That's typically lower than half HP.
Sarmea is giggling harder.
Wow.
So as I see my maul collide with
Oh.
Mavram, I'm gonna put 2 and 2 together and Sarmea!
And I was gonna say, as you like feel your maul impact and you pull it back, as you pull it back through the illusion, it fades.
I'm
Sarmaya's gonna run
and
upstairs.
just gonna be like,
So Zin, as you get to the bottom staircase in the
Yeah.
tap room, you just hear this whack! Ah! Just people, just a surprise, and then two people cry out in pain.
And Sarmaya's gonna run upstairs.
She just runs right past you,
giggling.
oh.
Oh
and then
my
you
God.
hear
I just,
Brago
like,
yell
gonna-
from the
I'm gonna-
basement.
like
Sarmaya,
check,
I, like,
check
come down
Maverick
and
and
look
be like,
around.
are you all right?
Trying to figure out where the noise
Ow.
came from.
Sorry.
I'll
Fine.
okay. I'll rub it out later.
So you,
Phrase.
we're just gonna let that hang there.
Oh, that was
So-
intentional.
Oh, yeah.
So then, as Sarmaya rushes past you, you hear the sound come from over like the kitchen area. So you start to walk that way, and as you get closer to the hatch, you see that it's flung open and that there's light moving down inside there. So you can assume that they're downstairs.
Alright. I was like, is everything alright down there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Just two idiots hitting each other with attacks.
As I kind of like fall to the stairs from the hit, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
So
on
just
myself.
like back against the stairs.
yeah,
and,
I'm
like,
just gonna
like
grab
yourself.
my necklace, and you see my hand glow a light, and just like Cure Wounds myself.
Nice.
Cock an eyebrow to
Did
that
you
one.
guys need any help down there?
No, unless you're adept at killing mold.
Not
I
particularly.
got back everything you took from me.
Hey.
I'm back.
As I look at the corner to this like broken down area, does it look like the mold is coming out of there, or does it look like that's how the rats got in, or both?
You definitely see. You see that there's definitely like signs of movement that go in and out of there. You see some droppings. You see that, like I said, those couple of skeletons that seem to be underneath some of the broken wood. You, with your perception check that you rolled, you can't really discern whether it's coming in or going out of it. The mold.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't tell if it's coming in from the hole or if it started.
Got it.
Actually, before everything was interrupted with your perception check, Brago, you do happen to notice that with the mold that's on the floor, it seems to get thicker as it goes into the other portion of the cellar.
Okay. Looks like it's worse than that room.
I'm not gonna go down there, but I'm gonna like keep an ear out, like for any more mishaps.
Is it just like an open doorway, or is there a closed door?
Yeah, no, it's just an open door.
Oh, to
Okay.
the wine
Can I
cellar.
see that there's like a big pile of mold over there?
Yeah, so you can step over, and then as you walk in, you see that there's a couple of casks that aren't broken. These two stand up on their stands and everything still. They seem to be fine. But then you look over to the right, and in the corner, you see the cask that's in the corner. One of the legs for the stand that it's on seems broken, and it is fallen onto the ground, and the front of it has just crashed open. And you see that there's just this thick, sticky, just pile of something
Wine
spread
mold.
across the floor, and you see that it is just thick and rife with mold, and there's even like some mushroom-like growths that are like coming out of it.
Well, that's disgusting.
And as you kind of step up to that doorway, the stench just becomes unbearable. Like just this stinging vinegar smell and just rot and
With, like,
mildew.
with like a little bit of like a tear coming down my face from this smell, I'm just gonna like give it a quick look around.
Yeah, and you notice that the outline of where it looks like the stuff poured out of this cask, that's by far where it's thickest. But then you notice that it's so thick that it's kind of started to like climb up the bottoms of the wall, and even parts of the wall have like these small little mushrooms that seem to grow out of it.
This is all stone, right?
It is.
Walls all stone.
Yeah.
The ceiling, is that stone or wood?
Above you guys is stone.
Okay.
So like wooden supports, that kind of, I would imagine.
Yeah, there's like beams and stuff, but yeah, like the actual ceiling itself is stone.
Well, guess we'll have to pay a visit to the whatever guild cleans stuff up in the morning.
Well said.
The janitor guild.
The janitor, the custodial
The
guild.
custodial guild.
There's actually like a dung sweepers guild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very specific.
I mean,
They do exactly what their name says.
to take care of some of the smell, I could try to burn it away. You don't think it'll light anything else on fire?
It is a stone room.
Just watch out for those other casks. They look like they're still good. They could have free booze in there.
I've never known wine to go right if it is wine.
I'm just saying, don't break them.
Try it on like a small patch on an edge
Yeah.
first. See what
Sure.
happens.
I'd like to go for the patch on the wall. In
Okay.
the wine.
In that corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of step over and you do the same thing. You flick out your firebolt, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Right?
Could go real bad.
Oh yeah.
And you see it hit the wall, and you see char spread out around it, and you see kind of like this thin, like layer of orange light kind of start to spread out from where it hit, but then just almost not immediately, but very quickly, just like fizzles out and dissipates, just because there's so much like moisture
Yeah.
in it, in condensation in the room that it's very, very dangerous.
We should probably leave this hatch open overnight so it dry out a little bit.
Might help.
Not the worst idea.
Well,
What?
I was going to say, we could tend to this later. I'm getting mighty hungry. I'm sure there's something around here to eat.
Does the hole seem to like go out into just like below? The
Yeah.
hole? Okay. I mean, we could always, if we need to clean, or if you need to clean this, we could always just try to shove everything into the hole if it just falls away into maybe the sewer or something.
Maybe.
I mean, the hole's only like this big.
Yeah. I think we need to repair it. But we will need to clean the mold out of here first.
Very good at burning things. I'm not very good at repairing. It's
Oh,
just
wow.
not my thing.
We have money. We have coin for that. But let's get some dinner or something, maybe.
Yes.
The hour grows late.
We don't have much in the way of foodstuffs, but in the future, Maya might be able to whip up some things for us.
Aye, we got enough coin to make this place a proper kitchen.
I'm excited.
Good. I'm excited too.
I dabble in cooking a little bit here and there. It's somewhat of a passion of mine.
Excellent, then. Whatever you need, I shall buy.
All right.
Sugar daddy.
Let's call him
Bravo's
Sugar.
affections turn to Sabian.
It's just like,
He's the
what?
one with the money.
I'm just trying to foster your cooking.
I love it.
But I have no
I
frame
love
of
it.
reference
I
of
have-
your taste in men, so
I guess that's true.
It's a developing taste.
we'll see how it
Right.
develops.
So you guys leave the basement. You guys leave the hatch open.
Yeah.
Let it air out a bit.
Yeah. Plus, there's fires up here that can sort of dry things out a bit.
Cool. Yeah. So you guys all gather back up in the tap room. You guys come up the stairs and you see Zin standing at the top waiting for you all.
Sir May would have ran to her room.
Sarmea is nowhere to be seen.
That's right.
Well, I'm starving. Should we get some food?
Yes, let's.
It's Fruin's Brews outside. Maybe that's some sort of drinking hall establishment, maybe?
Fine by me.
Let's go check it out.
Onward.
I actually pull out my necklace and cast message towards Sarmea. It's like, we're all going to get some food. Come join. You can respond to these next.
You can totally reply to this
Are they mad at me?
I
Are
can't
you mad at
respond
me?
back.
You can't.
I mean, you can cast it again.
Yeah.
It is a cantrip.
I think you owe me a drink. So I'm just talking while you guys are all standing there too.
Yeah.
Pretty openly.
I look at him quizzically, but
Sir May will come down. So notably, she's not gonna have anything on her except for like her regular clothes, and she's gonna have her tiny drum of the pink flute.
The Verminator flies at you.
The what?
The Verminator just like
Oh,
flies
God.
at you. Oh, you were asking about Brago too. Oh no, I didn't ask.
Well, we're going to get some food and drink. Are you coming along or what?
Yeah.
All right then.
She's just
I
sitting there
imagine
visibly
someone-
trying to hold back
Yeah.
giggles.
I'm gonna walk over her and just pinch her really hard on the arm, and then just like finger point.
Thought you were my wingman.
I warned you.
You didn't tell me from what.
I think from behind you hear. I think you owe him one too.
Yes, you do.
Only she had some coin to pay.
I mean,
Right?
Yeah, but we'll find out
She
when
has
we go
ideas,
down
don't
to
worry.
Foon's Brews as
Yeah.
we step out into the cold.
into the cold.
And as you guys step out into that frigid cold, I think that's a good time for us to take our break.
Okay,
Yay, break.
give me 1 sec.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
break.
we're gonna
Yeah,
take about
break.
10 minutes, and we'll be back in a little bit, and we'll continue this adventure.
Give me a break.
Be right back, guys.
Give me a break. Give me a break.
I'm hitting- I'm
Give
hitting-
me a break. Give me a break.
I'm not going on hold.
I'm playing drums, yo.
Uh-huh. That's what they call it these days?
See what you
We'll be
want.
back in a bit, guys.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Yeah.
And we're out.
Thirsty dwarves.
Wait, we're not out by the microphone. Hi, guys. You can hear.